Actress Glenn Close has been nominated for 6 Academy Awards, but has yet to take home the statue. However, she is creating quite the Oscar buzz around her new role as Joan Castleman in the film The Wife, which is out this Friday. I recently had a chance to sit down with Glenn Close, along with her co-star Christian Slater and the movie's director Björn Runge. Here's a sneak peek at The Wife.
I came across some of your stories in the college journal. Beautifully written.
Joe had a very heavy hand as a teacher.
Did he encourage you to keep writing?
A writer writes because he has something personal to say.
You write with intelligence, but you're detached.
The characters are supposed to be detached, especially the mother.
My wife doesn't write, thank God. Otherwise, I'd suffer permanent writer's block.
That was a scene from The Wife, based on Meg Wolitzer's best-selling novel, and I'm so happy to welcome the stars of the movie, Glenn Close, Christian Slater, and the movie's director, Björn Runge, to Great Day, Washington. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ever since this movie has been at the festivals, it has gotten so much buzz. I know, especially for you, Glenn. What was it about this role and this type of film that made you want to play the role of Joan?
Well, I never want to kind of repeat emotional, psychological territory. So this was all new territory for me.
Okay.
Trying to figure out this relationship, which is very, very complex, but really rung true to me from my mother's generation.
And Bjorn, without kind of spoiling, I mean, if people read the book, they know what it is, but what can you tell us about just the overall concept of the movie?
In the first, one of the earlier scenes, the husband of this family in the couple, Joe Castleman, played by Jonathan Pryce, that's married to June Castleman, Glenn's character, received Nobel Prize in Literature. So it's about a major couple's journey to Stockholm to receive that Nobel Prize. But during that time, it's also a walk on the memory road back, how they once met and how they have created their life. And it's also, suddenly we've got the feeling of a secret.
Start to see that unravel a little bit. And Christian, your character is there to kind of, you know that there's something up with this couple and this relationship.
Right. I mean, I think my character, Nathaniel Bone, he's trying to write a book and get to the bottom of this story. And like he was saying, there is a secret, and I'm trying to coax it out of her, and it was a great opportunity to work with somebody that I've admired and loved and appreciated for so long, and yeah, I loved it.
The chemistry is incredible between you two, and it's so much fun, the scenes with you, and especially your demeanor, Glenn, as Joan, because you don't say a lot, especially at the beginning. It's all the expression and the face. And I read somewhere where you said this is one of the trickiest characters you've ever had to do. What resonates so much with us from Joan's character?
I think it asks the question, how much of yourself do you sacrifice in order to make your husband feel better about himself?
Well put.
We're sensitive beings. You know, we need a lot of encouragement. Yeah.
But it goes back to that time where women did give up everything to be the base at home and let the man be the star. But we find out that you are more than just the homemaker and the base at home. That's your real life daughter that is playing the younger version of you.
Yes.
And I'm watching the movie, I'm like, wow, that's a really good casting. She looks just like Glenn Close.
You did a great job of casting that.
That's amazing.
Now, I know you guys didn't necessarily have scenes together, but what was it like to have your daughter there with you?
It was thrilling. It really was. You know,
It was a very family type experience. And we were shooting it during Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
So we got to have a nice Thanksgiving together. And where do we shoot it? We shot it in
Glasgow.
Glasgow, yeah, of course.
Glasgow.
It's not a bad place to have Thanksgiving.
And Annie is she's just a great addition to any group.
Oh, yes.
She was great fun.
Very lively and
But
hilarious.
to watch her, what I loved is we all had hair and makeup tests at the same time, and she'd be at one chair and I'd be at the other, and I would watch, and I just thought, you know, She totally knows.
This girl's good.
Yeah.
She's good. Kristen and Bjorn, with all the buzz that this movie's getting, I mean, there's a lot of talk about Glenn's character and Oscar buzz coming out now, but what has it been like, the way it's been received at the film festivals and now the excitement of it coming out?
Really?
We had a marvelous screening in Toronto last year, in the first worldwide premiere, and there things started to happen. We got a very good energy around the film.
Exciting
Since then.
momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
It
So
was
you saw-
very, it was very gratifying because, again, it's a very, in many ways, it's a very internal film, and very tricky in that way. It was a lot of thought, a lot of discussion about how to make this relationship really resonate and with people, and so you kind of are in it in the making of it, and then when you give it to the public. We were sitting there thinking, wow, they were getting every single nuance.
Incredible. Yeah.
It was-
People were screaming in there.
was
Don't
incredible.
do it. Don't do
Right.
it.
They get really involved.
Yeah,
Which is so nice, because it isn't a movie about explosions and
Right.
people flying around. I love those movies, but this is a movie about human beings,
Internal
and communication
combustion.
and
But it has just as much emotional, like with the combustion, just as much as a big explosion. Explosion would. Now, I highly recommend seeing this movie. It is incredible. The Wife, starring Glenn Close, Jonathan Pryce, and Christian Slater, opens in theaters this Friday. We'll be back after this.